Yes.
To everyone. Nitin is in this business for many years, who was working from a very small town called Sangli and as a distributor. And finally, he decided that he should move only to advisory and take the whole business to the new level. And that's how we decided to become a RIA. Now he is not having any distribution code, and he has also settled his office at Pune for last 1.5 years. And there is a team of 22 people, and he is having over 300 clients, and all these 300 clients are fee-based clients. Most of them are doctors and professionals. That is very important. He is conducting investor awareness program minimum four in a month, maybe much more than that. And all this is done by his team. He has also appointed a person who is supposed to get connected with people and organize all these activities. Many of the programs he is supported by AMCs, many programs he is doing on his own. And the initial fees which he charges is 20,000 rupees, and there is a renewal fees from that is 14,000 rupees. Plus, there is an AUM based fees also. This is what he is charging. Now, I will request Nitin to share and talk about the way he is doing his business, and so that we all can understand. And if we think that this is a suitable model, or we can think and we can try of adopting this, all of us are most welcome, because that is what we all are here for. Over to you, Nitin.
Yeah. Thank you, Kanakji. Uh, so I start with why should I started this fee-based advisory. So my always objective has the profession has to be a dignity. So dignity, when we get the dignity of the profession, when you charge the client or you get the fee from the client. Okay, with that objective, I started a fee charging advisory. So in 2000, I started my journey in 2008 with the stock broking. After completing my MBA in finance, I started a broking firm. So I realized in a broking firm, people are not making money, or broker's job is to churn the money and get the brokerages for their livelihood. But again, my ultimate objective to advise client and get fee from the client and get the respect, because I saw in the US the brokers have a good dignity. When they speak with the client listen them. But in India, when I come here and I saw people are not listening brokers. Broker has only a mediator role. They are not here. They don't get client doesn't take advice from him. So that makes me a very disappointing point. After 1 year I realized that, and then after 1 year I started working on a financial planning, because I realized financial planning is the way forward and we can change the lives of people. So then when we started a broking, after 1 year we started with a mutual fund advisory. So I was associated with NJ funds, is one of the best fund transactions in India. So I started with them, the small place, Vita. There is a Taluka place where I'll from there I stay at 14 kilometer away my village. There is a Lengare village name, and I started Vita. There is a Taluka place. So I started with broking. Then 1 year mutual fund. In mutual fund, I realize same thing, that people are not have a disciplined approach to about their investing. People are not people just invest money, and then whenever they want they withdraw money and go away. So there is no clear objective. So financial planning, when you speak with the client, we speak about goals. So most of the people don't have a goals in life. So I realized at that time, we should, as a financial advisor, we should recognize why he want to invest with money. Because unless he is not clear about why he invests money, he will not invest long term. He withdraw any time. So journey started with that. Initially I faced a lot of challenges when I speak with the client about charging fee. And so people are well, I met almost 100 people about why should you pay us. So out of 100, only 2 to 3 people are initially pay me fee, and the fees are started with the 3,000 rupees for. But when I charge the client fee, I get the entire data of client, from starting from personal information, dependent information, income, expenses, I talk about their goals. So when I started that journey, so people have a normal goals like education goals, retirement goals, and which helps you to have a target amount. Why, how much money you require today, and what is the future value. So for making one financial plan, I spent almost 1 year. So that kind of conviction I realized at that 1 year, because I I am not satisfied with whatever plan I made. So I go on searching, because that is my style of working or my philosophy. Unless until you are not self satisfied with that particular product, you can't pitch to the client. So that's why I spent almost 1 year. I travel around the India, who are the financial planner. I met them, and so I realized financial planning is important part, and financial plan writing is again an important activity. After 1 year spending, I make a plan and present to the client is happy, execution are doing. So after 1 year I met with Freedom Financial Planner. So when I realize financial planning is not, you can't do both things at a time, doing financial planning and presenting the client, because it's a time consuming activity. And for making financial plan, you need a cool mind, sitting with the right approach and show the client. So uh, when Sumit Vaid told me that we are doing financial plan writing in our team, so I outsourced that activity to them, and I only focus on the how many I can add more client to the financial planning world. So I do, after that almost I add 100 families within 1 and 2 years for financial planning, and all plan writing done by the Freedom Financial Planners at that time present in India. But after some time they are not able to, because they have closed their services. So that way I started, and after 2 years, 2014, uh, as I told you, the Freedom Financial Planner closed their financial planning businesses, so they are not able to give me a financial planning service. uh, Again, they before closing 1 year before, so they told me that ki, you are a good, your closing is good, can you help other IFA advisors to do a financial planning. So in Kolhapur, we organize almost 80 IFAs, or a summit where almost Sumit Vaid presented about financial planning, how it is important, and we have closed almost 30 IFA who paid us 30,000 for learning how to teach financial planning to the IFAs. So I almost spent 1.5 year to go with each advisor and close the client, 1.5 year. So they also get clients. But again, the same issue with our industry, that if you can't work on a both sides, means you also get the commission and you also get the fees, and your intention is most of the time is IFAs or a distributor to go and show the product details and everything. But in financial planning, we don't show any kind of products. It's only about his goals, what he want in life. So product is a byproduct of financial planning. So I tried lot to change them their way of working, and but again, the mindset of most of the IFA when them is not able to change. And so 1.5 year I realized also Freedom is closed at that time, and uh, we are also I have also decided not to work with IFA who are associated with a brokerage also. So I started with again my team. I put my team in place, and I teach them how to speak with the client about financial planning. So I created team from that 2014 onward. uh, I took MBAs, I took graduate people who are associated with last few years with me. I go with them, and I go with them. I hand over the client to them, and now they are handling the clients. So that's way I started my journey. uh, how we are doing currently, we have three locations offices at Sangli, Satara, and Pune. So we have a plan writing team who write the financial plan for the client facing planner. Everybody is handling almost 30 to 40 families with them. All are CFPs. They know the process, how to speak with the client. So when we speak with the client at a first meeting, we present what we do, and when then the client close for the financial planning, we take the check of fee and engagement letter from them. Then we get the data. So most of the IFA I saw that they have facing of getting data. It's very important. It's very important of data, because unless until आप जैसे डॉक्टर के साथ काम करते हैं, unless until you don't have a data, you can't give a more comprehensive advice to them. And वो data क्यों नहीं देता है most of the time? Because you don't have a trust. वो trust कैसे बनेगा? Again, simply you charge first, and then he definitely give everything. But if you don't charge and expect to give data, almost it doesn't happen. Okay, so you have to try. There's only one option. You have to try and say to no those who are not able to pay you. Okay, so it might be chances that कि 6 month initially आपको पेन होगा, but I guaranteed कि 6 month के बाद आपको क्लाइंट सामने से, मेरे को ऐसे भी हुआ है, हमने प्रेजेंटेशन दिया है और 6 महीने बाद 1 साल के बाद वो खुद ज्वाइन हो रहा है. So people think, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि एक दिन में जाएगा और आपको फी देंगे. तो वो पेशेंस आपको रखना पड़ेगा. फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग में आप काम करना चाहते हो या फी बेस में काम करना, तो 6 मंथ का पेशेंस रखना है. यू हैव टू एटलीस्ट, मुझे हमारा मतलब मैंने अभी टीम के, नाउ आई एम नॉट मीटिंग डायरेक्टली विद द क्लाइंट, माय टीम इज मीटिंग. तो व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड, सो एवरी मंथ एवरी टीम मेंबर वी आई टोल्ड कि एटलीस्ट 20 न्यू मीटिंग होना चाहिए. तो 2 मीटिंग में से 2 कन्वर्जन हो जाता है. तो वी चार्ज ऑलमोस्ट 20,000. सो एक नॉर्मल ग्रेजुएट बंदा जिसको हम ट्रेन करते हैं, वो भी 45 मिनट्स प्रेजेंटेशन देता है क्लाइंट को, हम क्या करते हैं फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग में, हाउ इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट बेनिफिट टू द क्लाइंट. डेफिनेटली 20 मीटिंग में से 2 तो कन्वर्ट होते हैं. Okay, so that's a ratio that we have maintained till date. We are able to do that. Okay, so that is a good thing happening. That's why. So yeah, anything else?
Specific question. Now we have understood your story. What made you come into this business of only financial planning and then fee-based thing? Now there is a big challenge wherein no hiring people. So if you can just tell us a little bit about, you have 22 people, and you told me last time that some of them are earning over 50,000 per month.
Yes, yes.
System which you have created, wherein you have a salary and you have an incentive structure.
Yes.
So what is that, and how is your remuneration? You were also talking about a percentage. You keep a percentage is for your organization, and percentage is for the person, and then there is an organizing piece. If you
Yes.
can elaborate on that, we will understand how the structure moves, and then we will understand what is the next step.
Okay, great. Nice question, Kanak. This is a very challenging, well, it's a very important question, and I learn with a very hard way, because there are different models in India. There is a sharing, but when I speak a lot of people, I follow a lot of international advisors, who how they work, and in 2040, I come to realize that in 100 rupees, you share a 40% to the client-facing planner, 35% operations where CFPs and operation other costs, where office costs and everything, and 25% is your organization profit. So that it is an international standard people are following in financial advisory firm. Okay, so that I follow, and I share out of 100 rupees, 40 rupees for the client facing planner, 35 rupees to the operations, plan writing team, compliance, membership, and everything, and 25% is a organization profit. Out of which, what we do, because this is not a sales job that once you sell and make money. So what we have decided, as I told you, there are some few people who are associated with almost 7 to 8 years. They are earning almost 80-90,000 per month by way of advisory. So we charge financial planning fee plus AUM fee. So we charge AUM fees is 1.2. Okay, 1.2. So if the advisor, financial planning executive in our organization, who have he has a 14 crore AUM, so it's divided by 40% is approximately 0.50 basis. So we divide that money yearly basis, which is directly, if you calculate 14,000, it's almost 14 lakh rupees, and 7 lakh, 50% is 7 lakh. So 50,000, almost 50,000 per month he is getting from the AUM basis, and he handling the 50 clients. So financial planning is 40,000 rupees fee, 14,000 rupees fee, which is divided by almost 50%. We go to them. So they are making almost 80 to 90,000 per month. Plus we do insurance execution also. So which is one of the risk planning important part. So we do that also with NJ broker, where we do the execution. So our insurance income is hardly 4 to 5% of our entire revenue from the organizations. So that's the percentage I share. Anything else that you want to think that?
No, this percentage is absolutely fine, and bringing people then people on board is there, and with the old people you are also sharing an AUM. So you
Hmm.
are actually creating a structure wherein today, earlier maybe you had 6, 7 CFPs, and now you have 22, and maybe you can have few hundred CFPs also in different
Yes.
parts of India.
Yeah.
So that is how it is moving. So now one more challenge which is there, most of the people we are connected with is the distribution community. Now, getting people on fees, you mentioned that you are not working with business people, you are working with mostly doctors and professionals. These
Yes.
doctors and professionals, they charge fees. That is the reason they are able to understand the value of fees.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on what are the specific clients whom you can actually charge and who are actually paying you the fees? And do you have some agreement with them? You just have, or you just start off and there is nothing like that?
Yeah, I started with everybody, meeting everybody, but I realized doctors are the more who join us, and so 1 and 2 years later, I thought the doctors is the only they're the right person who gives us fee. So it's not like that we don't have clients. Farmers, we have clients, but the journey that I saw, most of the small SME businessmen, they don't have a discipline in personal finance. So client is your brand. After associated with 3 to 4 years, uh, after 3 to 4 years, if you he is not able to grow his personal wealth, he is not happy with his financial health. So as a financial advisor, your job is failure. You are the failure. It's not a client's failure. So I feel like that way. So we do not want to be work with the people who don't have a discipline. We upfront after 1 year, we upfrontly say the client, sir, you are not matching with our what we have decided, our line with you. So out of 100 families, 10 are the businessmen. So we found most of these issues are in the business months. Okay, so that way I realized how we realized to say no to whom. So SMEs, we say no, we don't want to be work with unless until you have a set up business, 15 years experience of business or 20 years, then only we can work.
Yeah, that is good. Within next few minutes, we will open for questions to everyone. So all of you, whatever questions you have, you can actually ask Nitin based on whatever you would like to put up in your business. So you can do that. You can ask questions on that. One more question regarding. So now you don't have an AUM because you are not a distributor, Nitin. Now
Yeah.
you have AUM under advice.
Yes.
I'm sure you must be having all these details of all the AUM which is under your advice, or you have people who are only taking advice and the AUM is not done through you or iFast or whatever way you are doing.
Huh. So we are using iFast platform for the transactions, and we are only working with the people who want to take advice from us and execute from us only. So we are not dealing in that people who do not want to be executed with us. That is our clear intention. Because only fee based model or a membership fee is not enough to run as an organization. Okay, AUM is the only with client AUM you can grow. Okay, so my intention is to grow in future, not to be uh, only a membership fee is a recurring income that is not enough for uh, to sustain as an organization or grow with the people. So AUM is the key, and we say the client why we charge AUM basis, because our interests align with your wealth creation. Unless if you don't give us AUM basis, we are not aligned with what you. Well, we will not push you to save more. We will not see. We will not focus on create your wealth. So that way we convince the client. We charge the percentage of AUM fees.
So, what is the percentage of AUM under advice and what is only financial plan stuff?
So, Kanakji, it is clear in our Clear in our mind, there is no single client we have. The only financial planning client come with our team. So you have to come wholeheartedly, 100%. Means we do emergency planning, we do risk planning, we do investment planning. So everything is with us. Then only as an advisor, our role is important, not for short period or something like that.
Very good, very good. We will now open the forum for questions to Nitin. So please just raise your hand like this. I will unmute you so that your question can be heard and Nitin can answer to you. You can just raise your hand like this. Question. Yeah, okay. Please raise your hand, then we can unmute you so that you can ask question. Okay.
Hello,
Yes,
Nitin.
yes, sir.
My name is Harish Nitin. I am calling you from Pune.
Yes, Harish. Bole.
I have two questions to ask you. One, you said about that you outsource the financial plan to, you used to outsource the financial plan to Freedom Financial Planners. Now they are not there. So
Yes.
how do you do this job now?
So I started with a Freedom Financial Planner to outsource the financial planning, but after a few years they closed their business because of not able to make the profit.
Right.
Then I associated with Principal Financial Planner. They also stopped. So then I started my own focus to own team of financial plan writing. So I
Okay.
set up entire team in uh, Pune to write a financial planning tool. So now
Okay.
we have a team of people who write the financial in house. So now everything is in house. So
Okay.
now not any outsourcing.
Okay. 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 And how do you recruit? So you said you have 22 CFPs.
Yeah.
So all these CFPs have come through FBSP, or how did you recruited these CFPs? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Huh.
my question is about recruitment. So you recruited 22 CFPs.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So the challenge is to recruit the CFPs. So how did you recruit the CFPs?
Again, as I told you, I have a mindset of being a businessman, not only an
Okay.
individual person. So
Okay.
we hire every month. We hiring is is open. If you
Hmm.
saw FPSB from FPSB India, I keep posting my requirements. So I get CFPs from there, and we do the interview. We have a what you call FPSB authorized person. Center. So where we give CFPs as 1 year internship. From
Okay.
there we took the people for financial plan writing team.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is the way we do.
Yeah, and the third question that I want to ask you is, you said you went around across India and some part of the globe, and you said worldwide, if you have to grow really in advisory, then you have three parts that you do. One part is about that 40% of the revenue goes to the client-facing person, 35% to the operations, and the rest 25% is basically for your own organization where you actually grow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your major role? Like, for example, you don't like, if most of the guys are in the client facing, is there a threat that those people will go away with those set of clients because you're not meeting the clients now?
Okay, so absolutely. That threat is always there. You have to believe in yourself that you are doing good for them also and good for organization. So yeah, that can be there, but as I told we for that purpose we keep engagement from the head office. So we have an engagement person in our organization that uh, he call every client from the central office and get the feedback how things are going on. So we
Okay.
have a concept of fan concept where
Okay.
we ask some question to the client,
Hmm.
how things are going on. You like the person who are meeting with you. So
Okay.
that engagement is there from the central from the organization. And another thing I do yearly, that I arrange investor meet every location where we invite all clients. What we have done this year, and what is our plan for the next year. So that one meeting yearly I took from every year. So that is a
all,
plan of engagement with the client.
all your existing clients are for are called for that investor awareness meeting.
Investors awareness meeting, yes, existing client, yeah.
Okay.
Every location wise, I do location wise because uh, I work in a small places. So,
Good, Nitin. One more question. You are using some software for creating those financial plans.
yeah.
Tell us what is the software you are using or what is available.
Okay. There are many softwares are available. I tried uh, lot of. So when I stopped, when I stopped this, I stopped searching from last 2 years. I using OmniMax, but again, lot of 30% is OmniMax software. Lot of work on Excel base. So our planning team made that work, and we are using OmniMax. And for the reporting purpose to the client, Investwell, and for execution on advisory platform is iFast Financial. So these are the three main important. Again, we have for internal our coordination and maintaining the TAT. We have a CRM that we have built from local IT person in Pune for our organizations.
Excellent, excellent. Anyone else? Any other question? We have Babu from Chennai, Anil Bhai from Surat, Srinath from Mumbai, Mani Bhai.
Nitin, if I have to visit your office, is there a possibility to understand
Yeah.
in detail about it?
Yes, yes, of course. There are many from our team have visited earlier also.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome.
Okay. So can you share the address? Where is your office in Pune?
Pune Ferguson College Road,
Okay.
FC Road. Okay,
You
there is a.
can in the group also.
Yeah. I will share my address on the group.
Sure. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
You will
Thanks.
get to eat patties also there. Any other question?
Yeah, the question is how difficult is, because I keep talking to RIs, and the major challenge is about the scaling. How do you see, like, there could be around 300 RIs across India. How many RIs are really successful in scaling up? Because that's a big question mark, because most of the people are saying, they're getting back to the MFD channel. So so is that 80-20% ratio where only 20% of the RIs are really successful in getting both the revenue model and all that?
So success, there's no clear definition of success. Again,
Yes.
everybody the definition is success is different. In
Hmm.
my case, success is that my people are making money, my client is paying me fee, I'm getting dignity when I speak with the client, my team is getting dignity with the when they speak with the client. Okay, again, people are moving from MFD to RIA. It's a mindset that you created yourself, nothing else. Okay, if distributor also get the commission from 1 to 1.2%, why you can charge saying the client I should get the same fees from you? And the business model, most of the RIs in India are the boutique firm, so they are very much confident about uh, they are doing well, but scaling as an organization is a very difficult and challenging job. But if you have a right set processes and clear mindset that I want to be grow like this way, you can.
Okay.
At the first day I have decided to work with a business mindset, with creating team and helping a lot of people, not only alone but with the team. I fail in that. I'm not saying it's not easy task. In 2012 when I start 2008 when I started, after 5 years my entire team is dissolved. So ऐसे नहीं होता कि टीम मेंबर छोड़ के नहीं जाते, होता है, but you have to keep in your faith that what is good for you and good for others, and keep doing that.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other question? Like, some people, one more thing, while I was talking with Nitin, he mentioned that he's charging an AUM fees of 1.2%. Now, on the way the AUM fees is reducing, probably the day is not far that we will have maybe average 50 paisa can be achieved, will be there. So everybody's fees will be reduced in that case, but because he is charging at 1.2 he is going to continue to get that. Do you charge 1.2 to everyone, or you have for bigger clients you have lesser fees and
No. Okay. Yeah, that is right question. In last 2 years, there is no concept of different fee there is IFAS. There is no system the different fee for the. But last year they introduced slab wise fee. So we are planning to above 1 crore we charge 1 point. We have decided that also, and we have decided two kind of meeting in that. One is client who come at our office, we charge different fee. When we go to the client, we charge a different fee. So that model we have from April 2018 we have introduced. Okay, so that is again around 1% to the client, not more, below that.
I just have one question, Nitin. Like when you say, like, you charge 1.2% on the AUM and then you have a certain yearly charges. So normally it gets just boiled down to, like, whatever as a regular, as a distributor they get.
Absolutely.
So is the are clients comfortable paying that, 1%? Suppose if someone is having a 10 crores AUM, so is he comfortable giving you a check of, say, around, a lakh or so, or probably, then what exactly is the difference between when we say a regular distributor? It's just that, we are charging in a different mode. But
इन दैट केस अगेन मैंने करण जी को भी बोला था, मुझे मैं पहले दिन ही क्लाइंट को बोल देता हूँ अपफ्रंट कि मैं ऐसे आपको चार्ज कर रहा हूँ. आई डू नॉट वांट टू बी अ प्रॉब्लम इन व्हेन यू बिकम बिग एंड यू थॉट कि माय वैल्यू इज लेस. When the client become bigger and bigger, your value increases according to that, your action increases according to that. So with your growth, I should grow. That is intention. If your intention is not like this way, I'm the right person you should work with. Okay. So that way, at the first day, I am clear with the client कि AUM आपका बढ़ता जाएगा, वैसे हमारा फीस भी बढ़ता जाएगा. और our intention is to be, we should also grow with them, not to only you grow and I will remain silent, or I will not make money. So we save at the first day. So वो habit client को आपको लगाना is very important at the first day, because problem क्या होता है कि most of the time we don't which in renewal we without renewal fee don't work. मतलब काम ही नहीं करते हैं, client को upfrontly बोल देते हैं. It's a so habit है, बाकी कुछ नहीं. और आप एक बात सोचिए कि एक आज के डेट में या आगे जाके क्या होने वाला है. नाउ बिकॉज वी आर चार्जिंग फी, वी आर एडिंग द वैल्यू. आप क्या करेंगे, आप फी नहीं लेंगे. मैं क्लाइंट को अपफ्रंट ही बोलता हूँ हम फी नहीं लेंगे. तो क्या करेंगे, आपको सिर्फ आज नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर है लगा के जा, SIP लगा के जाना, फिर रीबैलेंसिंग करना, आपके गोल वाइज एसेट एलोकेशन करना, ये चीजें होने वाली है क्या? नहीं होती है. यू ऑल्सो नो दैट इफ यू हैंडल मोर देन 50 फैमिलीज विद नॉट अ प्रॉपर फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग वे, यू आर नॉट, मतलब आपको क्लाइंट को भी आप वैल्यू नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट मेकिंग मनी. आज 1000 का SIP एक बंदा करता है हमारे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर लाइन में, कितना कमाता है? 500 रुपए साल का. क्या वैल्यू क्लाइंट को देगा? खुद पे क्या इन्वेस्ट करेगा? आज मैंने अभी मुझे लास्ट मंथ हमने लाइफ प्लानिंग के ऊपर मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 50,000 रुपीज स्पेंड किया, और उसके ऊपर हम अभी काम चालू कर रहे हैं. तो दिस काइंड ऑफ स्पेंडिंग, दिस काइंड ऑफ रिसर्च, कनर जी को पता है मैं कितने सारे रिसर्च एंड R&D करता हूँ, खुद पे इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ, टीम के ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ. वो नहीं हो पाएगा अनलेस यू मेक अ गुड मनी इन योर लाइफ. So that is for the investment purpose, you have to be make good money, and then only you can do this kind of investments.
we have a question from Babu from Chennai.
Yeah. Yes,
Yes, sir.
thanks, Kanak. Nitin, a very interesting thing. A few questions. I joined a little late, so maybe you will be repeating this. Were you an MFD who moved into an RIA? If so, what was your model? I mean, how did you make the transition? It'll be interesting for us to know.
Yeah,
The other
that's
question, I mean, let me do my 3 questions and then you can kind of quickly answer that.
yes sir, yes sir.
The second thing is, as compared to doing it in IFAS, is there an option of not doing it through IFAS and doing it by yourself and collecting a fee? Is there an option available in that? I know that in IFAS you have to share with the other IFAS corporate as well, but is there an option to do it by yourself as well?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
And third last is that what do you do when clients don't pay you?
Okay, great. So can you first repeat first question was?
So were you a distributor and how was the
Okay.
transition to RIA?
Okay, great. So I never be a distributor with an intention, but when where I working, there is no AMC office, or there is no concept of direct plan. I started with NJ, as I told you. So I use NJ as a transaction platform. Yeah, I was a broker, so where I get the commissions. But when I speak with the client, from broking, I have 500 clients. When I shifted to the fee base, I explain everything why financial planning is important. There are some few clients converted into the fee base. As you know that there are 80-20 in every business. There are 80% client who doesn't give you more money for your survival. So upfrontly say to them that this is why we are shifting for you, because whatever move I have done in my life, like from stock broking to mutual fund to the financial planning to SEBI registered advisor, is for the client, not for me. So I explain them why it is important, bro. If you think that growth is life, you have to be improved with your whenever you get the knowledge, you have to change yourself to the next level. If you don't change, client will leave you. It's like a mobile. नोकिया ने या एंड्रॉइड नहीं यूज किया तो नोकिया इज नंबर वन कंपनी, बट दे आर नॉट एबल टू कंटिन्यू बिकॉज वट एवर यू गुड डू बट यू डोंट चेंज, क्लाइंट विल लीव यू. सो मैंने क्लाइंट को बोला फर्स्ट डे से कि मैं इम्प्रूवमेंट करूंगा, जो आपके लिए अच्छा रहेगा वो आपको मेरे साथ आना पड़ेगा. वो क्लियर
Good.
था. ओके, सो मैं एनजे से मूव हुआ, फ्रीडम से मूव हुआ, ये सब चीजें मूवमेंट होती रही, बट उनके लिए. और मैंने हर टाइम उनको जस्टिफिकेशन दिया है कि ये एक्शन हमने क्यों लिया है. सो
ठीक
ऐसे
है.
नहीं कि ये हुआ, मतलब दैट वे. सो यू हैव टू बी क्लियर इन योर माइंड कि हमको किसके साथ काम करना है. या आई हैव सम क्लाइंट हु डोंट हैव अ सिंगल इन्वेस्टमेंट रुपीज विथ मी, because they have a loan, but they are paying me annually fee, because I want to, people want to be associated with a right mindset of people. एक decision उसके life का, loan का भी decision मैं उनको advice देता हूँ properly. I can save that whatever they pay you fee, I can give more than that. So
Great.
that value you have to say to the client.
Sure.
Second question, as you mentioned,
iFast.
iFast.
With
iFast,
iFast, without iFast.
when I started my journey, NJ is again, my objective always to be associated with the right person for the right purpose, and not to working individually, always a group. So that's why I included NJ. Then, but as you know, NJ is a distributor. They are always focus on selling, incentivization. So as a human, you flicker also. So that I don't want to be in my life. So when I speak with the Neeraj bhai and Jignesh bhai, are you interested to work on advisory in the longer term? So their clear objective is they are not want to be. So at that time, in April 2015, iFast is the only platform is where I can associate it. So that's why I associated with iFast platform. But today there are many options that you have. MFU is there, which gives a direct plan also, and fee mechanism also.
Okay.
Again, you working in an individual, so for you is good to have a MFU right now if you work thinking. But your longer term objective to work as an institution or an organization, you should be working with the iFast, because iFast, uh, when you're running the organization, you are running a bigger cost or bigger payment to the team members. So where your revenue model has to be strong. So that in that terms, iFast is only a good model those who want to be scale their practices. Okay,
Okay.
but okay. So that is my question. And
Third
third,
was what do you do when clients don't pay you? I mean,
okay,
do you debit their account or are they to write you a check?
again, so we have a disengagement concept in the team. So we when the client is not able to pay, we give 3 month, maximum 6 month what you call period to them. So we send the disengagement letter. And second, we have a concept of active and proactive advice. So proactive advice who don't pay renewal fee, and from AUM that we are getting almost lakh rupees. So we make a financial plan, but we don't meet them with the client for the personal meeting. So that AUM fee is deducted from the client. Okay, so we don't proactively involve in their changing their lives, and
Okay.
we send a proper mail that you want to be discontinued, and you can go with your AUM like this, because
Nitin,
it
one doubt based on your what you may just mentioned is that I know that you collect fees based on what your slab is, 1.25%.
hmm.
But you also mentioned that there's an AUM fee that you get. What is that fee?
That is AUM fee, no, 1.2.
Oh, that's the percentage you're talking. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. So this is all in direct mode.
yeah. All everything is direct. No regular plan is we advise. We advise ETF also on the platform. So where
Great.
our again objective is to reduce the cost of investment, and
Sure.
people are happily to pay the fee.
Absolutely.
So,
Thank you, Nitin.
Thank you, sir.
nice answers and question. Nitin, you also mentioned that on iFast platform only you are able to charge this fees. But let's say if somebody is doing the same thing, like I think everybody will have this question, if they can do it on MFU's platform, there also they can make their clients invest through an RIA model and they will get all the data.
Yes, yes.
MFU model, will you be able to charge a fees which actually directly debited and comes to you? Like in your case, what is happening if a client is paying 1 lakh rupees, so
Hmm.
2% or 1% is actually debited and you are getting it from there. But
Yeah.
in MFU, is that possible?
MFU, that is not possible. You have to raise the bill and debit his personal bank account. Okay, so that is a way. So if you are working individual, you can do that, because there is no payment option that you have to pay anybody. Okay, so then it might be possible some delay ho sakta hai, so you can adjust. But in working in the institution or group of people where you have a fixed commitment to the salaries, you can't make your financial arrangement according to that. And because sometimes I realize when we check membership fee, there is some delay happen always. It's not like that कि you go and get the fees check right किया है. सब client सब बोलते हैं अगले महीने देता हूँ या सैलरी आने के बाद देता हूँ. So ये चीजें होती रहती है. As a relation, as I told you ना, you can't be रुश के एक दिन में नहीं फी दिया तो आप क्लाइंट नहीं रह सकते. So हम बफर रखते हैं, बट वो अगेन मैं मेरे टीम को सर्वाइवल पे नहीं रख सकता कि रिन्यूअल का फी आया तो ही आपको पेमेंट मिल सकता है. सो दैट इज आई डोंट वांट टू बी. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी आर क्लियर कि हमको रेवेन्यू आ रहा है, किस तरह से आ रहा है.
One question. Do you also have a minimum ticket size to start this engagement with your investors?
May I know who's asking?
Hello.
Alok, okay. So no, that is again good question. There are many RIA who we discuss कि some you should work with a minimum ticket or something. No, as I told you, my objective is clear, to help people. My company's vision also help people to live their dreams. Most of the people are not living their dreams because they are not able to guide why you want to invest money, what is your life goals. So our objective is clear. Who is able to pay the fee to us, we will help them to grow, or we help them to advise. So it's not AUM based. ओके कि आपका इतना ईएम रहेगा तो ये हम एडवाइस है आपको फी दे रहा है. आज एग्जांपल एक हमारे पास डिफरेंट मॉडल्स है, जैसे कि कॉम्प्रेसिव फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग का वी चार्ज 20,999 plus GST. That is a comprehensive plan. We have a retirement planning where we charge 6,999 plus GST, which is a only retirement planning. People who want only a health checkup from our side for the insurance advice or any other only risk planning advice, we charge 2,999. And for a started financial planner who are a young couple and who want to only two goal planning and retirement, we charge 12,099 plus GST. So it's not we are targeting HNI customers, because from where I belong is there are people who are farmer also, there are people who are rickshawalas also. If you give a proper value, 3,000 is not enough for the rickshawala, but they are investing money 10,000 in insurance. Okay, if you are able to justify what value you are putting, definitely people are ready to pay. So I done rickshaw event for the rickshawalas. Okay, so it's not like that कि आप AUM वाले के पास ही जाना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं. But automatically वो जो fees दे रहा है उसका एज आई टोल्ड यू ना कि आपके प्रोफेशन को डिग्निटी आना चाहिए, मुझको रिस्पेक्ट देना चाहिए, इसलिए मैं इस प्रोफेशन में आया। एक बार आपको फीस दिया ना, वो आपको रिस्पेक्ट से ही बात करेगा। ऐसे नहीं यू एज अ ब्रोकर कभी भी आ जाए और एग्जीक्यूशन किया। सो ऐसे मैंने कभी फोकस नहीं किया। बहुत बार मेरे रेवेन्यू प्रॉब्लम आए या आते हैं तो मेरी टीम बैकएंड की बोलती है सर यू शुड फोकस ऑन द H&I, बट आवर स्टिकनेस इज डू दैट, जो फीस देगा उसके साथ हम काम करेंगे। और टचवुड हम सस्टेन हो पा रहे हैं विद दैट, मतलब नॉट फोकसिंग ऑन द AUM बेस्ड क्लाइंट।
Very nice. I think, superb. That is what everyone is telling. You all can actually write your questions and write whatever you liked about the session on this chat box also. So maybe for a few minutes, Nitin is there, and before we end, thank you very much.
I have one question. Nitin.
Yes, Nitin.
Yes sir.
Nitin, so when the AUM builds up to crore and plus, so does the client pay you annually, or is it being charged directly from his account on a monthly basis?
So all our client pay quarterly basis.
Quarterly basis. So there's a separate check comes from them, or how is it functions?
Yeah, as I told you, I'm working with iFast for execution. So we get yearly fee, membership fee is yearly. Okay. And AUM fee is quarterly. So different bills are raised to them, and according to that we get the fees.
Okay. Thanks, Nitin.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Kanik ji, give the opportunity to share the knowledge. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.